Hello everyone, welcome back to Discover Talent. Excel is an amazing tool. Let's be honest, most people spend their time preparing data than actually analyzing it. The good news is it doesn't have to be that way. Today, I'm going to show you one of the most valuable skill inside the Excel that professionals use to automate their repetitive tasks, what they do in daily resume activity, to make reporting faster and reliable. If you work on Excel on daily basis, this skill will definitely help you to add in your toolkit. So without further delay, let's dive in.
Every month, I receive messy Excel files. Instead of spending 2 to 3 hours cleaning them manually, I will show you how to automate everything which looks neat and clean using a Excel Power Query. So here on the screen, there are two data sets available with me. Since we are explaining in detail over here, we're gonna use this raw data set. Okay. So here I can see this hash available spaces. Okay. Somewhere these are the signs available, which is your data type. Okay. Somewhere it's not. It's a complete messy data, I would say, right? If I take this as an example, it will not really help me to cover all the parameters which we're gonna cover it here in the Power Query itself. Okay, so we will use sheet 2 over here. I'll delete this sheet 1 because it's not really required. So we will use sheet 2 over here. First, what I have to do over here is first I have to convert this into a table. Let's press Control T and then convert this into a table over here. If you don't know how to press a Control T or maybe not aware about the shortcut key converting data into a table, no need to worry. At the top you see there is an option insert and table. You just have to simply click on this option table, then your data will automatically convert into a table. Let me just do a Control Z over here and you can see this has been available over here. Simply hit this and then let's say my table has a header and you converted this data into a table over here, right? Now here to import your data inside the Power Query, what you have to do, simply go here at the top data and then there is an option called from table range. Simply hit that option. See, this data will be get imported automatically inside the Power Query. Okay, this is the new window altogether, right? Rename this query as a sales data. So let's say sales underscore data. Okay, and then hit the enter button over here. The moment you do any kind of changes over here, okay, those steps get automatically get recorded over here on the right hand side. Cool. At the top, you see home, transform, add column, and view. Those are the kind of ribbons which we see inside the Excel. Okay. And here you add the formulas, mQuery formulas. Okay. At the top, here you get that added. And here you can see how many in specific columns. Okay. What type of errors you can see it. At the top view, if I turn that off, you will not see that option. Okay. If in case you want to see that option, what is the quality, how many spaces are there, okay, you can easily see this option. A beautiful option, okay, where you can see how many valid datas are there, errors are there, empties are there. Okay, you can quickly see it over here instead of just scrolling down. Once it is done, I'll just click on this option to get the exact maximum space for us. Minimize the navigator pane. So I have just now minimized it and I'll keep this open because whatever steps we're gonna do, it will record those automatically over here. Perfect. Now I'll click on this option home over here. Cool. So first what I'm going to do over here is I'll just select the customer name, which is this, and city, right? I'll go at the top, transform, option called format. Simply hit that format and then hit the trim option. Okay. So I'll just hit the trim option over here. So whatever unnecessary spaces are there, okay, those will automatically get removed. So trim removes unnecessary spaces before and after text. Cool. Now to remove a hidden characters, we will use a clean function over here. Okay. So similar fashion, I'll select customer name and again the city over here. I'll go at the top in the format section. There is an option called clean. Simply hit that option. Okay. Sometimes copied ERP, CRM reports contain invisible characters. So that's what we are using that option. Now here I'll go again, okay, at the top and let's say capitalize each letter. So you can see now the whatever spaces are there we have, right? Anjali Verma over here, V is capital now, like that. Pooja Shah, the S is capital, like for Mumbai, it's M is capital over here. Cool. You can see it over here. And that's how we have used the proper case over here. Standardize the city name over here. Again, let's say this format, and then let's say capitalize each word, so you can have the one letter capital. If in case you need the upper letter, that's completely fine, you can select that and make it upper. So that's how you can see the city will look like in uppercase. So majority times we keep it very a capitalize each word, so let's keep it like this only. If I go at the bottom, if you see carefully observe over here, Anjali Verma, the city is blank over here, right, which is null. Cool. So to get that added over here, what I'm going to do over here is replace, okay, in the transform itself, there is an option called replace values. Simply hit that option and let's say null over here. Okay, this is the null value. I'll type this as a null. And what I want to be get that added as a suppose anything else like Mumbai. Okay, and any kind of a city you want to add, simply hit that and then let's say Mumbai over here. And that's how wherever it's a blank, it's a null, it will automatically get replaced with a Mumbai location. To add this as well, so here I'll show you once again replace values over here, okay, inside the transform. And let's say this time not going to add this time as a city, okay, this is the department, so let's say department call cells over here and then hit the OK button over here. So wherever it's a null, I can see that data has been predefined over here. Whatever data field we have added over here. Perfect. It's a null. I need to ensure that should be reflected as a 0. Okay. So here I'll go at the top, replace values, and let's say this time null. Okay, so let's type null here and type this as a 0 and then hit the OK button over here. So wherever it's a null, so I can see the value is reflected as a 0 over here. Perfect. You can also do, if in case there is a values available like rupee symbol over here, you can also simply go here rupees and then add the rupee symbol over here and let's say replace with. You can automatically see whatever changes we do in terms of replacement, it will automatically get replaced with the rupee to nothing, right? And likewise, if in case there are commas available over here, you can do the commas with replace the normal value. Cool. Now here what I'm going to do over here is I'm gonna change the data type over here. Okay, so to change the data type, now I can see a home section. Okay, here I can see date slash time, something like that, right? So here I'll just simply change this. I only need date over here, simply hit that option. Now I can see my data type reflecting correctly over here inside the Excel. Okay, always change data types after cleaning the data values. So if you carefully observe over here, whatever changes we have made in our data set, right, you can see those get recorded over here in the query setting over here. I'll simply go at the top, okay, and let's click on this option called format, trim it, okay, and let's go again here and clean it. Okay, so whatever hidden space is there, it will automatically get deleted. Okay, suppose here I don't require these two values over here. Okay, there is a case, right, and we don't really require to be reflected Priya Patel and then this Amit Kumar over here. Okay, so in that particular case what we can do, let's go here, uncheck this, okay, and then hit the OK button over here. Whatever value you are not really required, okay, so you can see it in this particular format. Cool. So here I'll just simply change this to whole number over here, and that's how I can see this is in digit available right now. Perfect. So let's see this one again, the whole number, okay, because it's in serial format. Here I will go, okay, and here I want to add one column over here. Okay, so I will call this as a conditional column over here. Okay, so here create a sales category. To add that column, I'll just go at the top, add column, and then I'll call this as a conditional column over here. Okay, here I will call this as a sales category. Let's say sales category. Okay, and if sales, suppose I will call this as a sales is greater than, okay, 30,000 over here. Okay, then output I, okay, and here I will call this as a medium. Cool. This is the conditional column I have added over here. Once it is done, let's hit the enter button over here. The moment I hit that, I can see this calculation has been added over here. So we haven't added any kind of code over here. Okay, if in case you are good with the M query, okay, simply you can go here at the top and let's say table dot add column, and you can simply do that. But here it's a very beautiful option called conditional column. You can simply add your conditions there and you will get the result then and there. Cool. And we can create a another column. Okay, so let's use this time a custom column over here. Okay, so simply use the custom column, and this time I will call this as a commission. Okay, so let's say commission like that, underscore call over here. Here I will select sales, okay, into 0.1 over here, and let's hit the enter button over here. The moment I hit the enter button over here, I can see this commission column has been inserted over here. Cool. So that's how beautifully basis the cells. Okay, this is the commission we have applied over here. Cool. Power Query can perform calculations before data even reaches to Excel. Split customer name over here. Okay, so to split the name, because this is very often I have seen that in the corporates, okay, and then in the small scale industries where we need a separate name, right, to make the personalized email for the folks, right? That time we need the first name and last name separated. Okay, that time what he can do over here, okay, to split that, simply select this, okay, and so in the home ribbon tab itself. Okay, I'll just double check column over, so there is option available. So simply click on this option by delimiter over here. Okay, here I will select a space, and then let's hit the enter button over here. Okay, the moment you do, now you have customer name 1, customer name 2, and that's what we needed. But renaming needs to be done, right? So we'll call this as a first name over here. Okay, and this one will be a last name for us, right? So let's call this as a last name simply. Perfect. And that's what the requirement is. That now here we're gonna use a group by option over here. Okay, so let's go at the top, group by option. Cool. And here I'm gonna select a department. So basically the department is this, right? And I want to showcase a summary report over here. So let's say this as a sum, and this time I'm gonna use this one as a sales over here. Okay, because this is the requirement for me. View. Okay, and then once it is done, I will hit the enter button over here. Perfect. And that's what the result I got it over here. So there is a no need to use any kind of an additional pivot tables or maybe additional formulas there. With the help of this simple option, you can create a summary view here, fraction of seconds, right? Now you can see the departments wise details over here. Power Query can summarize data before it even Excel can load it. Okay, the moment it's done, I'll just hit the enter button over here, close and load over here. Okay, the whatever backend calculation we have to do, we did that inside the Power Query. Now we are getting the appropriate result over here. Okay, now the best part of automation demo. Okay, here inside this, the Excel itself. Okay, what I'm going to do over here is I'll add a couple of entries over here. Suppose I'll add this 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so let's say this entries, just a random entries I'm adding over here for a demo purpose. Cool. This one, and suppose I would need this one as well. Suppose 5 entries I have added over here: 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, like this. Okay, so let's say Vinod here, Taggi, okay, Vipul Sharma, okay, Pankaj Gupta, okay, Shekhar Namdev, okay, and then here I will add this as a Rupali Chakar. Okay, so just a name I have added over here, and suppose this two in from Bangalore, and this one is from Mumbai, okay, and this one is from Delhi, likewise, and I'll add this as from Bangalore over here. This two from HR, okay, this is from marketing, and This one is from sales. Okay, here I will add a couple of entries over here. So suppose this one is 5690. Okay, again this many entries over here. And okay, so we are just adding the amounts over here. Okay, and the dates I'll keep this randomly like this only. Okay, and once it is done, I'll add the just a number over here for our testing purpose, and let's say perfect. So we have just now added this kind of a data over here. Now what I'm going to do over here is I'll simply go at the top. Okay, in data option, and then I'll simply hit the refresh all button. The moment I hit the refresh all, did you see the fraction of seconds the changes has been happened? Okay, so whatever you did in the backend sheet, right, those will automatically get calculated and you will get the result then and there added there. I didn't repeat any cleaning steps again. Okay, I simply pasted the new data and click refresh all. Okay, that's the real power of Power Query. This is usually a biggest wow moment for you folks. Okay, since you are watching this video till now. And that's it. We started with a completely messy data sets filled with duplicates, blank values, inconsistent formatting, and mixed data formats. Okay. Instead of cleaning it manually every time, we built an automated Power Query workflow that transforms everything when you do a refresh in your Excel workbook. If this video helped you to save the time, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Excel, Power Query, Power Pivot, and dashboard tutorials. Let me know in the comment section what Power Query topics you would like me to cover in the next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.